take about 10 seconds to talk about how I met Barbara, actually. I currently live in Kansas City, but in 1976 I was with a bicycle trip that was bicycling cross-country to share information about what we now call sustainability, all the different technologies. We were meeting people and they were telling us what they were doing, and we were telling what we were doing. And when I got to Phoenix, I got sick. And of course we were meeting with the movers and shakers, including Barbara and Sherry. Barbara looked at me and she says, "You can't bicycle in that condition." So she kept me at her house and healed me for 2 weeks. And ever since then we've been really good friends. So anyway, I talked to Jim last night, and he had sent out some email to the board of directors, and I'm an advisor to the board, so I was lucky enough to get it. And he said that he'd like to have that stuff shared. And Clark shared part of it, and I'm going to share another part. So this is Jim speaking. Barbara was running what you might call a very informal nonprofit operation when yours truly, Jim Scott, showed up in the fall of 1999. For a couple of years I remained there, living as a desert rat in my travel trailer, helping out around the place, getting into activities at the center, and helping to organize things. When I was ready to move on, Barbara informed me she wanted me to stay and be the one to carry on her work and keep the center in operation when she eventually left this world. I responded by helping her organize a nonprofit corporation as an entity to take eventual ownership of the property and operate it in perpetuity. That got the center on a more business-like footing. The activities at the center have expanded over the years to include open houses, tours, stove building classes, a website, NPC classes, expos, consulting, and product development. The next part was the part Clark already did. I'm going to skip ahead. So he says, "My aim was to make a multi-family, multi-generational residential farmstead incorporating the many practices I absorbed in the 10 years at Kerr-Cole Center. My son Jeremy, with a degree in ecological agriculture, became a resident in Talkeetna and is assisting me set up the crop growing sides of things so he can make a living as a cold climate farmer. I came to Alaska because I believe the future belongs to the Arctic and subarctic circumpolar land masses, and the best legacy I can leave to my heirs would to get them established up there. In my several years in Alaska, I've done a lot of research to verify to myself that indeed the state possesses the resources to sustain civilization. The result of that was a paper I posted on my website entitled Alaska Sustainability Prospects for the 21st Century. Last September, as a result of attending the conference, I got an opportunity to write the initial draft proposal for the long-term food security policy for Alaska. The draft is now ready for critique and revision by the rest of the committee. The major theme of the 2011 Talkeetna Dialogue was how best to invest some of the $60 billion in oil and gas revenues amassed by Alaska. My paper proposes that the Institute of the North fosters studies with an eye towards dedicating some fraction of those billions to develop the capacity to accommodate any term of events, be it climate, energy, or economic challenges. Many benefits to society will accrue even if the predicted dire consequences are somehow averted. I feel that the Kerr-Cole Sustainable Living Center is in good hands to carry on Barbara's vision in the Southwest. Thank you.